Right. Got some tomatoes to pick. You're ready enough. Pick them before the bugs get to them, eh? It's like we'll have 3 or 4 over there and 5 or 6 over here. And another onion to plant. So we've got one there. So that's full onion that decided to start growing before we got to use it. And this one here is a cut onion that repairs itself a little bit like the leek. Pretty cool, eh? How we can just balance things out like this, how things just regrow that God supplies. If we have laws and rights to make us able to do things like that more freely. Because if we're running out of food, that means something's not going right when it comes to that area. True? And it needs to be fixed, which is what our government's starting to do. Fix that problem, which is a good sign. Because we'd hate to be in that position and not start fixing it. That'd be a bad time, wouldn't it? And sometimes things take longer before we realise what needs to be fixed in certain sectors too. And hopefully that's coming as well. But anyway, round 2 for the pond. Looks like this guy didn't make it. Sometimes it's like that with the biggest ones. Well, it might. And the heat. Oh, hang on. We're going in here, I think. It's just the heat burnt it a bit when I transplanted it that day. Oh, and this one I was meant to tape up yesterday. And now it's going, See, I taped it, but it wasn't quite enough around there. I'm just going to put some more on it now. And hopefully that'll recover too. Still hanging on, it's just starting to go now because it's kinked and not able to supply enough for it. Alright. It's like that when you're not checking everything, because when it comes to the garden, I've got to check it, so if I miss out on things happen. Now, well, it looks like at least no leak on the bottom here, so that's a good sign. Along the bottom here, because we've still got water, so that I don't have to check. I'll vacuum that out. But from that water line, which I'll do a video by the looks of it, and upwards, definitely needs to be hit again, doesn't it? Which I'll do. I'll give these ones just a quick whip over there. A bit thin over there. I've noticed that the joining should be really easy. But I thought over here might have cracked, but I did hit it with a little bit more silicone, not heap, until it ran out one of the guns. And then I gave it a good spray. I thought it might have been over here that had a leak, but it's not, because it looks like the main leak. Which is surprising for me. He's over here somewhere. See, there's water up to here, and then after this point, there's not much. So the leak's from above that water line, kind of thing, and not the actual bottom. Otherwise it would have leaked all the way out, didn't it? So somewhere where it bows, I'm thinking, has gone, because as it was filling, I heard, as the water pressure pushes on everything, and one little spot just might have went like that, and letting water out. So I'll make it thick, I'll go over it all again. I'll just spend a little bit more time. I was hoping to have this done for Christmas for them. But it's okay, they've got their water bowl and they have their sandbar. And I'll get it done in a week or so. Finish it off then. Till then I'll just do a bit of concrete and I'll have a look at this a bit later. I've only got one tube at the moment. And I'm going to need at least 4 or 5 or 6 to do a proper job, to go over it properly. Which I'll do, because I ain't going to do it a third time, eh? Hopefully not. But that's how I had it set up, with the water over it. And I've seen a couple little babies come in here, so hopefully they had a little bath when there was some water in there. But yeah, it's not leaking from here, as you can see. The water just stopped. Unless you need more pressure. Sometimes leaks can stop too, because the pressure can't push it as good as when it's full, when you have very small leaks. But yeah, I'm going to hit this with a little bit more too, because it's still a little wobbly, as I've only used silicone to seal it in a hole there. I might even get some of that harder silicone stuff that goes harder. to lock it in place, and then a little bit more silicone is cheaper too, that stuff. It's to stick wood together on stuff. That's what the silicone was that I've used on it, that I had for the caravan, to help bond wood mostly, but it can stick to many things. Anyway, that's what's happening. I don't know what I might fix up that a bit later. I might do an hour or so today. When I get a bit bored, I come out here and I start doing stuff. But it's not a day to be working on the backyard like I do sometimes, and try to put 4 hours in and so during the day. Best I can. But there you go. That's what's happening here. So Merry Christmas. I'm going to fill up the pool for Stella, and she's going to come out and have a little play. And the babies are about to come down and have something to eat. And I'll do a quick water over here. I've noticed if I water them daily, because the roots haven't shooting back in, because I pulled it up, that pumpkin plant, the leaves go better again. Okay. At the moment they're going, because it's hot and not much water and they're not connected. The plant doesn't want to feed that part there. Keeps doing it, like it feeds the furthest away part. And that's what it is. So if I give it a spray of water, it absorbs it by itself, and there's some roots that it's trying around there. It just livens it back up. But if it gets too hot, it doesn't last too long. But during the good days, it lasts all day. Like you said, it was a good day. But when it's a hot day, it's been doing that since I've moved it. Alright, have a good one. Merry Christmas.